A message to the motherfucker that owned the Clippers. You bitch-ass, redneck, white bread, chicken shit motherfucker. Fuck you, your mama, and everything connected to you, you racist piece of shit. Fuck you.
And I think the owner is going to have a big decision to make with Adam.
And Oprah, I know you've been following the story.
Of course I've been following the story, and it feels like a plantation mentality in the 21st century. In 2014, it just doesn't fit, and I'm waiting to see what they're going to do, because something has to be done.
Hey YouTube, if you haven't figured it out by now, these racial rants by Clive Bundy, okay, from the Bundy Ranch, and from the LA Clippers, Donald Sterling's, these rants aren't by coincidence. Okay, every once in a while they go through racial rants, and these are set up by the New World Order, the Illuminati, the mainstream media, which was never your media, okay, and will always work against you and tell you lies and feed you horse shit. You really have to start upping your game and understanding what's going on. All right. This guy, Donald Sterling, they're trying to make you think of racism for the most silliest things these days. You know, now you don't even have to use the N-word. Okay, you don't have to curse and you don't have to scream, which this guy never did. He had a casual conversation with his girlfriend, which is a total setup, by the way. The guy's a billionaire Illuminatist, right? And his girlfriend's going around with all these fancy cars and bodyguards. Where's she getting the money for the bodyguards that she's walking around with? Getting it from him. That's why this is a big fat fucking setup. It's bullshit. It's horse shit, and I wouldn't pay any attention to it. But everyone knows the media. This is what they do, and they still buy into it. Well, some people do. There's some good people that have been putting out some good videos. But let me read you something I put together through another article I got from Vigilant Citizen when they describing the media. It was a huge article, and I condensed it. I just cherry-picked it and put together my own thing, and I added some of my own words to it. But let me read you this first, and we'll get back to the story here. The mass medias are designed to reach the largest audience possible. They include television, movies, radio, newspapers, magazines, books, records, video games, and the internet. Mass media and propaganda are tools that must be used by the elite to rule the public without physical coercion. The conscious and intelligent manipulation of the organized habits and opinions of the masses is an important element for the elite. Those who manipulate this unseen mechanism of society constitute an invisible government, which is the true ruling power of not only the United States, but the entire world. The technique of control, largely through propaganda, spewed out by all forms of media to the unsuspecting, ignorant, dumbed-down masses, have been going on since before any of us have been born. The term Illuminati is often used to describe this small elite group covertly ruling the masses. It describes the elite's relation with secret societies and occult knowledge. The merger of media companies in the last decades generated a small oligarchy of conglomerates. The TV shows we follow, the music we listen to, the movies we watch, and the newspapers we read are all produced by 5 corporations. The owners of those conglomerates have close ties with the world's elite, and in many ways, they are the elite. By owning all the possible outlets having the potential to reach the masses, these conglomerates have the power to create in the minds of the people a single cohesive world view, engendering a standardization of human thought. Even movements or styles that are considered marginal are in fact extensions of mainstream thinking. Mass medias produce their own rebels, like Clive Bundy and Sterling, who definitely look the part, but are still part of the establishment and do not question any of it. Artist creations and ideas that do not fit the mainstream way of thinking are mercilessly rejected and forgotten by the conglomerates, which in turn makes them virtually disappear from society itself. However, ideas that are deemed to be valid and desirable to be accepted by society are skillfully marketed to the masses in order to make them become self-evident and the norm. Today's propaganda almost never uses rational or logical arguments. It directly taps into a human's most primal needs and instincts in order to generate an emotional and irrational response. If we always thought rationally, we probably wouldn't buy any of this bullshit, any of this fictional bullshit we see on the news, and all their media witchery, whether it be in movies, cartoons, or any other media. The elite use messages that are able to reach directly to the viewer's subconscious mind without the viewers even realizing what is happening. When the elite needs a part of the agenda to be accepted by the public, it is done through decentralization. The agenda, which might go against the public's best interest, is slowly and gradually, repetitively introduced to the world through movies, music, videos, or the news. After exposing the masses to a particular agenda, the elite then openly present the concept to the world. And due to the mental programming, it is greeted with general indifference and is passively accepted. Today, the population is gradually being exposed to the existence of mind control, of transhumanism, and of the Illuminati elite. Emerging from the shadows, those concepts are now everywhere in popular culture. An ignorant population does not know its rights. It does not seek a greater understanding of issues and does not question authorities. It simply follows trends. Popular culture caters to and natures ignorance by continually serving up brain-numbing entertainment and spotlighting degenerate celebrities to be idolized. Clippers owner will make a last-ditch effort to fight NBA lifetime ban as he prepares for a messy legal battle in the aftermath of racism scandal. Okay, it's a total crock of fictional bullshit, all made up by the Illuminati. Your news is fictional. All right, they're manipulating the shit out of you with this. Donald Sterling is expected to make a last-ditch bid to remain in the NBA. This guy's a billionaire. Okay, they all have their part to play. They're busy faking and frauding not only the American public but the whole entire planet. All right, and I'm surprised not too many of you get it. It's a total bullshit story, all of it. All right. Now, I'm going to show you a clip. Well, first of all, everybody's in on it, right? Get the president. President's he has to sign off on it. He says President Barack Obama has lashed out against Los Angeles Clippers owner Donald Sterling. I mean, yeah, right? This is a worldwide thing. And what did he say? If you listen to the rant, 10 years ago, or not even 5 years ago, this wouldn't even be considered a racial rant. Okay, no N-word, no cursing, no screaming, no yelling. Just a scripted little play between him and his fucking girlfriend. Okay, and I'm going to show you a clip of it, and you tell me. I know when people are reading a script and the guy messed up, he read it wrong, and he had to correct himself. All right, because I do this, I read shit on the internet. Okay, and I put it in videos, and I know what I know. Oprah puts her stupid ugly face into it. Okay? They all work for the mainstream media. Okay? It's all just a crock of bullshit. Even TMZ is reporting on this. Donald Sterling, gigantic balls, dines in Beverly Hills. I mean, what's he supposed to do? Stay home and not go and eat? He's got to stay inside like a hermit now? But this is to the extent, okay, that they want to make a mockery out of this, to ensure a good racial conflict between the masses and between all races. Because he does mention a lot of the races, but he does it calmly in the rant. But in his rant, if you can call it that, because it's all scripted, you know, he calmly goes over with his girlfriend and their script, naming multiple races, and says, you know, this is the way these people react. This is the way what they do. You know, they're covering all the bases. They're trying to infuriate the races. They want racial conflict. You know, he doesn't say the N-word or any kind of expletive in any sense, but you know, they're trying to make things more ridiculous. You know, they're just pushing the racial conflict. It's hard to explain, but if you watch the clip that I have here, you can clearly see that these people, why would they be recording it? You know, and it doesn't make any sense to me. It's clear as a bell that this thing is a scripted hoax. And that's what your mainstream media is every day. And that's why it's so hard for people to understand that, you know, they say, well, not everything is fake. Well, they've been faking it for years. And how would you know? Okay, the news is scripted. It's made to fool you every single day on any topic, be it the racial thing or anything else. It's made to manipulate you. And they do a real good job at it. All right? Because they want racial conflict. They want racial conflict in a big-ass, badass way. Okay? Doesn't make you racist not to want to hang out with a certain group. There's nothing wrong with anybody. Nothing wrong with these people, right? But they want you to be a racist no matter what. Now, you heard Snoop Dogg, right? You heard that in the intro. Let's play a little bit of that again, shall we? Now, why isn't he a racist for saying this? Because he's a part of the agenda. He's part of getting you riled up, all right, into this whole racism shit. He wants to pit black against white and so on. Okay, listen to his little rant.
A message to the motherfucker that own the Clippers. You bitch-ass, redneck, white bread, chicken shit motherfucker. Fuck you, your mama, and everything connected to you, you racist piece of shit. Fuck you.
Wow. You redneck, white bread piece of shit. Okay, on that note, let's go see what the rant was about. Because it would be ridiculous to go any further without checking out what the guy said, right? To condone such awful words from Snoop Dogg, who's a part of this whole fucking Illuminati bullshit agenda on invoking racism at the drop of a pin. All right, let's take a look. First, I got to straighten this out because nothing lines up on the internet. Here we go. All right. Listen to this conversation now. It's got the words on it also. Now, there's going to be a part where he slips up. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'll leave you the link in the description box if you want to see the whole entire thing. Such a racial rant. Oh, my God. You know? If Mel Gibson was caught saying this stuff, they would have laughed because this is nothing near a rant.
Nobody said you did anything wrong.
I don't do anything wrong. If we ever have any issues, it's because people call you and tell you things about me that are not true.
Why are you broadcasting?
I'm not broadcasting
Why are you
anything.
taking pictures with minorities? Why?
What's wrong with minorities? What's wrong with black people?
Nothing.
What's wrong with
It's
Hispanics?
like talking to an enemy. There's nothing wrong with minorities. They're fabulous. Fabulous. Because you're an enemy to me.
Why?
Because you don't understand.
I don't understand what.
Nothing.
That racism still is alive?
No, but there's a culture.
What culture?
People steal certain things. Hispanics steal certain things towards blacks. Blacks steal certain things towards others.
Okay, that's the setup. They want to instill this racial conflict between all the races. Okay, he's systematically naming all the races right before your eyes to infuriate everyone. All right, and in such a manner where it works. But he does slip up when he ruins it when he messes up on his lines.
Groups. It's been that way.
It was just right there. Hold on.
Certain things towards others groups.
He said certain things towards others groups. See, that's when you're reading something. He went ahead of himself and put the S at the end of others, other, and he said towards others. And he looked back and he said groups. Okay, he's reading from a fucking script. Okay, this is a bullshit rant. Okay, I'll leave the link in the description box. Let me play it one more time for you. Watch when he says blacks feel certain things towards others groups, and you know, you go back and you read, does it sound right? Didn't sound right to him, so he had to go back and read it. And he goes towards other groups because he's reading it.
Feel certain things. Hispanics feel certain things towards blacks. Blacks feel certain things towards others groups.
See, others. He had to go back and see. It didn't sound right to him because he's reading from a script. All right. Now, I don't condone anything he said. All right. I'm not belittling what he said. Okay. It's the fact that it's fake. All right. It's not real. He's reading from a script, and he's reading off all the races now to piss all of them off. Okay? Who records their conversation like this? All right? You're having a private conversation. What's the point? She's not doing it for money because the girl has anything she wants from this guy. All right? All she has to do is keep her mouth shut, manipulate him a little bit, and then she can have a nice little severance pay when she parts way with this guy. She don't need to go do this. All right? It's a setup. Most everything you see on the news is a setup. So that's what they're up to. All right. So I'll leave the link in the description box if you want to read the rest of this. But it's clearly a scripted, fictional bullshit to stir up a racial war. And what a coincidence that Clive Bundy. Okay, I've often wondered if Negroes are better off as slaves picking cotton. The shocking racist rant made by Hero, Nevada cattle rancher. All right, that's another bullshit story. What are the odds of two fictional? What are the odds of two racist rants? But you see, this is not the first racial rant you've heard in the media. It's their job to induce racial conflict amongst us, divide and conquer. These things are not real. I'm sorry, but they are just not real. You have to realize you're being manipulated and controlled and micromanaged about every fucking thing in the mainstream media. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. But that's it. It's a total fictional bullshit story. There's no way these people are telling you the truth. So on that note, go watch the rest of it and let me know what you think. All right? Thanks, YouTube.